Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell now wants businesses to stay out of politics. But he is okay with them giving their money, but not so comfortable with them expressing their opinions publicly. In 2003, Mitch McConnell filed a case in Supreme Court, McConnell versus Federal Election Commission. The verdict that opened the door for corporations to flood up campaigns with their money because it untied the limit placed on outside groups from spending in elections. Post the decision, Mr. McConnell celebrated the ruling, saying, "For too long, some in this country have been deprived of full participation in the political process. The Constitution protects their right to express themselves about political candidates and issues up until election day." Now, Sir wants corporations to stay out of politics. Yesterday, he said corporations will invite serious consequences if they become a vehicle for far left mobs to hijack our country from outside the constitutional order. Serious consequences? Is that a warning? So happy to see that corporations are not deprived of full participation in the political process in 2003, and corporations will invite serious consequences if they participate in the political process in 2020. No, come on. Sir is not a hypocrite. He is just evolving. The relationship between corporate America and the current version of the GOP, or whatever you call it, is over. For years, the GOP grinded its way to power on the back of corporate money. But Trump changed that equation over the last 5 years. Both in 2016 and in 2020, the Trump campaign was mostly funded by small dollar donations. But there is also some sobering reality under all of this. Some of the big name donors who used to cut $100 million checks for the GOP are gone. Sheldon Adelson, the billionaire who always had the back of GOP, is gone. The Koch brothers, who pushed the Tea Party into the front and center of our discussion during the Obama years, have also gone into hiding after Trump won the White House. They made their displeasure clear as soon as Trump reached the Republican nomination in 2016. And with the tax cut already delivered, there isn't much the GOP has to offer to corporate America. Now combine all of this together. Big donors are already gone. The party cannot keep talking about tax cuts as the path to economic paradise. People have already realized that it's a boatload of bullshit. Then Trump raised more than $1 billion in 2020, funded mainly through small dollar donations. So where does all of that leave the GOP? Not so much dependent on corporate America to fuel itself. So it's not a big surprise that McConnell has evolved from that position. From it's wrong to deprive corporations of political participation to they will invite serious consequence for participation. It's all in a day's work for the GOP. I sincerely hope people see it for what it is. Look at this tweet. A senator, along with a fellow party member, joining the chorus against MLB's antitrust immunity. So did Mr. Josh Hawley as well. And they do not even worry about the optics anymore, that people will see this as a retribution for the decision by the MLB for moving its game out of Georgia. They are not even trying to hide their intention. And all of this because some corporation publicly shared their opinion. So any inconvenient opinion for GOP is a strict no. What is this, Saudi Arabia or United States? Dictatorship or democracy? The GOP has thrown all the pretense out, and they are barreling down the road to attack anyone who dares to criticize them. They are caught in the middle between Donald Trump and Joe Biden, and both of them, it looks like, do not care about the future of the GOP. Trump wants full control of the GOP, and Biden wants to get things done. And neither is a good outcome for the Republican Party, and the current members of the party are not doing themselves any favor. We cannot underestimate Brian Kemp's influence in helping the GOP to dissolve itself in the eyes of the voters. If this party loses the Senate and the Congress again in 2022, remember three names: Donald Trump, Mitch McConnell, and Brian Kemp. Thanks for watching. If you like it, please subscribe.